Captain's video vlog. We are Monday, April the 4th, 2016. So, yeah, it's about 1:14 in the morning, so we are Tuesday morning. Yeah, I mean, we could have been Monday morning, but it doesn't really work that way. Would have made for enough really long upload that I think halfway through I would have switched to the data anyway. So, yeah. So, why am I doing a video blog so early when there is Raw? Well, I mean, for one reason that pretty much sums it all. Yesterday night was WrestleMania, so not only would I have had to, talk about what made me tick a little during WrestleMania, but also what I liked and didn't like about the Raw after Mania, which I mean pretty much as big of how could I say it? As big of a show as WrestleMania for the smarks, obviously, because I mean, let's be honest here. Tickets for WrestleMania aren't cheap. I won't say that tickets for Raw are cheap either, but they are way less expensive, So lots of fans who haven't been able to go to WrestleMania go and make some noise at Raw. And there are stuff that is apparently to be excited for, as the AMAA by Falcon Arrow, who is apparently a WWE insider. Oh, that's juicy. Joyce. I don't know. Suddenly I can pronounce the word Joyce. Joyce. That sounds juice. Juicy. I don't know. That sounds a little bit too much like Jews to sound okay. So yeah, said a lot of things that I liked and a lot of things that I didn't like Senzo getting axed despite the fact that he got a pop during the Giant Memorial Battle Royal yesterday night, to the point that when Shaq got eliminated, Shaq got booed. Yeah, because Shaquille O'Neal was in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I mean, to be fair, this Battle Royal this year was a complete shitfest. Sure, there was DDP and there was Tatanka for some reason. There was also Shaquille O'Neal. And Big Banter Baron Corbin won. Just one thing. I thought that Big Banter Baron was something new. Turns out that apparently the IWC calls him that since NXT TakeOver London, which was in December. So yeah, I guess I'm a few months behind. Anyway, yeah. So Big Banter Corbin has won, and apparently he's there to stay on the main roster, which is weird because he has accomplished next to nothing in NXT. I mean, sure, his character, basically was born, and I mean, yeah, the banter is here. I actually like very much Baron Corbin's banter. I just hope that he won't get bad treatment on the main roster. Like Tyler Breeze, who's apparently pretty much done for up there. And also, Zack Ryder might apparently lose the Intercontinental Championship. The one match that got pretty much only the only match that got like that kind of response to the winner. A win that everyone embraced because Zack Ryder has been there for so long, has eaten so much shit, and then he gets his WrestleMania moment, and apparently The Miz is going to take the title with the help of Maryse. I like her. I won't say that I miss her, but she definitely has something to do. She was one of the better wrestlers at the time of the Divas era, if you can say so like that. But yeah, WrestleMania, I won't say that it's on the level of WrestleMania 27, which was a bore, but some matches were good, some matches are. I mean, most of the matches were pretty okay. I mean, to me, the highlights of the weekend, despite the fact that we could say that in the Raw after Mania is still part of WrestleMania weekend, the highlight of the weekend was definitely Shinsuke Nakamura's appearance in NXT Takeover Dallas. Nothing on WrestleMania made me, feel like this stops what happened Friday night, and there was a lot that happened at WrestleMania. Shane McMahon jumped off the top of the Hell in a Cell. What a crazy man! And apparently he's still alive. Like Kevin Owens, who got his skull crushed on the ladder. Crazy man. Now I'm talking about Sami Zayn. There are people who seem to be pissed about the fact that Sami Zayn didn't win the Intercontinental Championship. That rivalry between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens definitely doesn't need a title to have some kind of edge to it. This is a long rivalry that has been going on for more than a decade. A title is not needed, not in the WWE, where the creative can do some stellar stuff at times, and I just hope that it's going to go well for both of these men. Despite the fact that I don't have much hope because creative, am I right? Like under the pretense of they're getting the rub. The New Day has lost despite the fact that they're hot. Like they are white hot, which is pretty pretty ironic. They came out as the Ginyu Force. I tweeted the Ginyu Day Force, and in a giant box of Bootios. And yes, sure, Rusev gets the best entrance ever, like being basically kicking Bootios out of the ramp. But the League of Nations, they don't amount to anything. Like a guy who's retiring made their victory speech. Wade Barrett is retiring. Yeah, soon. Obviously, that gave us HBK, who was in wrestling gear, and everyone freaked the fuck out. Mick Foley, another level of freak out, and then fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. I was yelling, and I'm glad that I wasn't watching in front of alone, at my parents' house having to keep silent, because I would have been so pissed to not just being able to express my feelings about that. One of the things that I'm pissed off about is apparently the WWE muted the crowd microphones when for the main event. Roman Reigns, he got booed pretty heavily, and didn't translate too well on TV. Guess why? I wonder why. Yeah, apparently he's the baby project of Vince McMahon. Vince is completely out of touch with the crowd. Like X-Pac tweeted. that's really great that it's X-Pac, because X-Pac has got some nuclear heat because of the way he was booked, and he's saying, the crowd will heat up to him. As if that was the most awkward moment. I've heard canned cheers at the end of the match. How do I know that it's canned cheers? I've heard the same stuff in SmackDown week after week after week. I know what is real and what is fake. And we're talking about pro wrestling here, so I would know. What's fake Um, but yeah, uh, there was a lot to be dissatisfied about. You know, like Shane not winning. Why? You know, beating up that so heavily. I mean, I felt that Shane couldn't win, but I had a glimmer of hope. You know, like for the women's championship match. It was. I'm not. I'm not going to say that it's bad that Charlotte is the first ever WWE Women's Champion. You know, like that's a weird thing to say. First ever. What? Uh, what about Beth Phoenix and other great women's champion, the fabulous Moolah, Lita, Trish Stratus, Mickey James? I don't know, but yeah. But she won with heel shenanigans. What a way to open that new era. Um, I mean, it was Sasha's night, and I felt that it was Sasha Banks' night, and no, it wasn't. uh, I mean, AJ Styles lost against Jericho in one of the greatest matches those two could have had. Uh, I don't really care. I mean, it's not gonna hurt AJ Styles. He's still very popular. Really, the only match who's out of the outcome with an outcome I really liked was was the first match. Um, One match that I hated really was the the Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose street fight. Went for probably 10 minutes, quarter of an hour. Didn't really get any kind of graphic violence. Heard that Dean was pushing for some more violent stuff. Like I don't know if he was going to cut the ropes or something like that. I thought that with Terry Funk's chainsaw, he would cut the ropes or try to maim Brock Lesnar, but no, it went for 10 minutes. He even got the bat with the barbed wire, like uh, cut his lips or something like that, and then he swung, he missed. F5 on the chain and the chairs, match over. What a fucking disappointment. You know what else was a disappointment? The Rock's segment. Why? Like, there was rumors about Bray Wyatt being pushed, like having a big push, and saying, yeah, he gets the rub, and I think that he was, ecstatic about getting the shit kicked out, the living shit kicked out of him by the Rock, getting the people's elbow, but it's a proper burial. That's not a good way to book someone, especially like apparently the Undertaker thinks he has Vince thinks he has the Undertaker 2.0 with Bray Wyatt, when it's really not. I mean, he's going the way of other creepy characters from the golden era. That's just not good. I had so much hope and I felt really great, but I felt so conflicted because why do you give us shitty finishes at the grandest stage of them all? And even today, that wasn't good either because when I finished the upload of yesterday's video blog, there was those talks about the coach being fired of Marseille, and I was like super ecstatic. He was going to Zurich to talk with the majority shareholder. Then they announced that the meeting was postponed to today, Monday, and at the end of the day, we hear that so finally, at the end of the day, well, the coach remains at his position, and that the meeting is pretty much to have the opinion of the shareholder on the end of the season with this coach. fuck that shit. She's going to think about it for a couple of days. Yeah, nah, you're not going to fire him because you're too close to your money. Ugh. I mean, what a shitty day after all. I mean, that's that. Now we're entering the very much so vlog thing. I had to take the bus to go back home. Since that was the first time I took that kind of bus, I didn't know where I should come out when it was my stop, how to signal that it was my stop. So when I saw that it was coming to my village and the first bus stop, I elite and walked through the village at 6:45 in the morning. Yeah. So that I mean, it at any rate was a better day than yesterday. I mean, up until the point where I filmed the video upload. Still pretty shitty, I would say. I'm just hoping the result that Raw will be good. You know, like I was thinking, yeah, it's going to be the time for my internship, so I better get back to sleeping early. And then I learned the news that Raw was going to be live with the French commentators from Dallas, and I was like, well, fuck that. That's one more night I will sacrifice to the blood god, I guess. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. And sorry for not being as passionate as yesterday. I mean, it's the morning. Yesterday was on the end of the afternoon. I could yell all I want without being much of an annoyance, you know?